find the lengths of the sides labeled A and B, and then find the perimeter of this figure. Okay, so we have this L-shaped figure here, and we have two sides that are missing, or two sides that we don't know the length of. So our goal here is to figure out what is the length here of side A, and what is the length here of side B. Now, what I think we should do is work with a more convenient shape than this sort of irregular L shape. So let's work with rectangles. So what we could do is we could look at, it's just part of this image. So let's sort of cut this piece away and just look at the bottom rectangle. Okay, so what do we know about this? Well, we know this side over here is 9 inches. And, well, the first thing I notice is some of the sides are labeled in inches and some of the sides are labeled in feet. So since we're dealing with two different units, what we probably want to do is convert everything to one unit. So either convert the feet into inches or the inches into feet. I'm going to say let's convert the feet into inches so we could get rid of the fractions in this problem. So we have to convert that 1 3/4 of a foot into inches. Well, every foot is 12 inches. So we could take the 1 3/4 of a foot and multiply that by 12 inches. Okay, so that's, well, 1 3/4, we could convert that to a fraction. That's 7/4 times 12, and we could call that 12/1, and the 4 and the 12 will cancel. That becomes a 1 and a 3. And so that 1 3/4 of a foot is equal to 7 times 3, or 21 inches. Okay, so this side down here is 21. And we have part of this side labeled A. So A goes from here to here. And since we know this side is 3 inches, well, that means this side has to be 3 inches. If the top of the rectangle is 3, the bottom of the rectangle has to be 3. So over here on the right, if we know the bottom length is 21, and the top length consists of the A and the 3, well, then we know that the A plus the 3 has to equal 21. Or, if we subtract 3 from both sides, A is equal to 18 inches. Okay, and we could do the same thing for the B. So let's just take this the vertical rectangle on the right. Let's draw it down here. Okay, so we know the top is 3, and part of this side in blue is labeled B. And then we have this other part down here. And so now if we're looking at this rectangle on the bottom, well, this 9 is the same as this red portion over here. So if this is 9, then from here to here, that has to be 9. So vertically, we have a B and a 9. And then on the right, we have 1.5 feet. And we could do the same thing, multiply by 12. And if we do that, we'll get, let me go back to black, we'll get 18 inches. So if we know this bottom portion is 9, this top portion is B, and together they have to be equal to 18, because 18 is the 1.5 feet, it's the vertical length. So we know that the B plus the 9 must equal 18, or subtract 9 from both sides. B has to equal 9. Okay, so now we have the A and the B, and so now we could redraw this figure quickly. So now we know all of the lengths. We have, this is a 9, this is an 18, this is a 9, this is a 3, this is an 18, and this is a 21. Okay, so this 18 and this 9, these were the two missing values which we have now. And for the perimeter, we now add up all the sides. Definition of perimeter is the sum of all of the sides of a polygon. So 9 plus 18 plus 9 plus 3 plus 18 plus 21, if you want to pop that into a calculator, it is 78 inches. If you want the answer in feet, we could easily convert this back to feet by dividing by 12. So 12 goes into 78 6 times. That's 72 with 6 left over. So we could also call it 6.5 feet. If we divide by 12, it goes in 6 times. And the 6 inches left over, that's 6 inches is half a foot. So either way, depending on if you want your answer in inches or feet, once we solve for A and B, we have all the information we need to determine the perimeter. Okay, that does it for this question. I hope this was helpful.